Today I want to share with you guys my experience of cosmetic teeth straightening, basically using 6 month smiles to get straight teeth. I want to go through a few sort of common questions that I've been asked along the way, what they're looking like, what I'm doing to maintain it and all of that jazz. So let's get on. So I decided to opt in for braces or something to that similar extent because I hated my teeth. I feel like every time sort of everyone was taking a picture and stuff, I would try my hardest to sort of like keep my lip over my teeth so that you couldn't kind of see how wonky and sort of distorted they were. And I think that for me was kind of like when I sat down to really think about this, because I was playing with the idea for such a long time, but because of how expensive sort of teeth straightening is, that put me off massively. So I thought, right, do you know what? I feel like this is affecting my life a lot. Like I'm having to change sort of like aspects of my life. Like if I was I'm quite a confident person when I'm sort of meeting new people anyway, but when it comes to sort of remembering sort of how my teeth were, that really put me off, I think. And I think taking that into consideration about how it affects like how I talk to people, I would like cover my hand and be like, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think there was a lot of aspects that sort of changed in my life because of how my teeth were. And I think that is one thing, if you guys are going to consider sort of getting your teeth straight, I would kind of like evaluate how much actually is this sort of taking up my life, or how many things am I having to change in my life to compensate, I think that's the right word, for my teeth being how they are. So I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to change, I'm going to get my teeth done. So I went to a consultation. Now if you guys go for a consultation, just make sure that they don't charge you a fee. So they're charging you for free. So when I went in for my consultation, it was completely, I'm trying to think of the word, I can't think of what it's called. I didn't pay anything, so you're not sort of obliged to then go on with treatment, because with a lot of places, they will tend to say, yeah, come in for a free consultation, but actually it's about £100 and they take that off the end treatment. But if you don't opt in for treatment, you then have to end up paying that money anyway. So just be careful about the whole the consultation fee. That's one thing I would say. I unfortunately have lost all the photos on my phone thanks to iCloud, which is just fucking genius. So I can't show you pictures, sort of progressive pictures along the way, but I will sort of show you some pictures of how my teeth were beforehand, if there are any, I think, because I try to avoid photos at the best of times. But yeah, my front teeth were sort of sat way down below the rest of my teeth. So the top of my tooth here was sort of level with the other teeth. So it made me look like I had Bugs Bunny teeth. But not only that, my front right tooth was sticking out, which meant that it was sort of shorter than my other tooth and it would stick out more and it would just look ridiculous. So went in for my consultation, and the nurse, or the dental nurse, she pretty much said that she recommends that I go for something called 6 month smiles, which is clear braces. I have had the typical train track braces before. I had them on for about 2 or 3 years. I had to take them off because I've had issues with my wisdom teeth and they had to come off. So yeah, I've had those before, but I didn't quite fully finish the treatment. The braces I had are pretty much the exact same, in the sense that there is a clear wire that goes across your teeth, and also the brackets, which is what the wire clings onto, that was clear as well. Now a lot of people said to me, I did not know you had braces until I come up this close to your face, which I was quite glad about, because I was a little bit sort of worried about how they were going to look. So one of the questions that I was asked about sort of teeth straightening, especially with 6 month smiles, is did it hurt? Yes, it hurt. Like the first few days, my mouth was in so much pain. I have what I would say is a very, very strong pain threshold, but not when it comes to teeth, and not when it comes to sort of that aching, like whiny pain. And that was what I had for the first few days. It's going to happen because your teeth are moving. Like, it just goes to show though how quick these sort of teeth whitening systems, teeth straightening systems, I'll get on to teeth whitening in a minute, how these teeth straightening systems sort of like how quick they work. Anything after that, I think you kind of get used to it eventually. Your teeth hurt, so when you're brushing teeth and stuff, you can feel almost like pressure on the tooth, but it does definitely go away. The other thing as well, for the first few days, I'm very sort of self-conscious. I don't like to admit it, but I am quite self-conscious. So for the first few days, I knew exactly what it was like to have braces, and it was almost like I just completely forgot, because when I had the 6 month smiles put on, it felt like I had a massive, like, I don't know, gum shielding. That's the only way I can describe it. It felt like everyone could see it, and my braces were out here, and it wasn't the case at all. It just felt completely foreign in my mouth. But again, it's something that you definitely get used to. Anyway, I had my 6 month smiles on for 8 months. I think obviously on average it's about 6 months, hence the 6 month smile. But it can take sort of anything over that or anything below that. Now, with me, I'm not kidding you, within the first month, I was looking at my teeth and I was like, oh my god, look at how much they have changed. I really regret not having any of the pictures to show you guys, because I did take progressive pictures to show you, but I just looked at them and I was like, my teeth have moved so much. It was crazy, and it was like you were seeing sort of visible results like straight away, so it was mad. And believe me, the time absolutely flew by. At the time it didn't, of course not, because I was like, oh, when am I going to get these bloody braces off? But at the end, you look back and you think, gosh, that really did fly by. So this is what they are looking like. I'm trying to smile without being like too awkward, but hopefully you guys can see it. And I also did wear red lipstick, kind of on purpose. I wanted you to see how white and nice and straight my teeth are, because I've never had that in my life before. I have never had nice, relatively white teeth that I feel so confident with. Like, having my teeth straightened has just made me feel so much more confident. I'm like, if anyone's taking a picture, I will get in on random pictures and I'll be like, look at my teeth, I look bomb. In terms of sort of technicality side of things, with price and stuff, it will vary depending on whether you need top and bottom arches done as well. I'm quite lucky where my bottom teeth are actually really straight and perfectly in line, so I was quite blessed, and it saved me potentially half the money I was going to pay. So I paid for just one arch of 6 month smiles on my top arch of my teeth, and that come to, I think it was about 2,000, I think it's about 2,250. It was something along those lines anyway. But in there, I obviously got my teeth, well, I would have my teeth straightened. That includes sort of all the checkups you get every month. I didn't have to pay anything. There were 2 times where my bracket come off, but one of them I was eating a piss and toffee, and the other one I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was like picking at it, which don't do, just leave them alone. So yeah, I didn't get charged for anything like that, so that was good as well if they do come off. But also at the end, which I'll talk about in just a second, you do get teeth whitening and you also get retainers as well. But they are quite expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but you really can't put a price on happiness, and I know that is such like a corny saying, but you really can't, because now I feel so much more confident and I'm just like, why did I not get this done sooner? And I think that's when you know something's paid off, or you've made a really good decision, because then you look back and say, why did I not do this sooner? Also forgot to mention, I had what they call dental contouring as well. So when your braces are off, they're all polished, filed, etc. They look quite nice and spiffing. But then I can't think of the technical words, so if there's anyone that knows, please leave in the comment. But my orthodontist built my teeth up. So my front 2 teeth he built up with almost like a composite material, so it would make them look a bit more identical. It gets rid of like any cracks, stains, any sort of thinning to the tooth, so it's nice and built up. But with my canine teeth, which look like little fangs, he sort of rounded them off ever so slightly. He just said basically it just gives a more feminine look to your teeth. Yeah, I have had these off now for, when did I have, I had them off the day before my birthday, so the 27th of March. And what are we on now? So we're creeping up to about two weeks. So in the meantime, he basically, in the aftercare sort of process, they give you some retainers. I will just get mine out just to show you. You should end up getting something in a little box like this, and you get plasticky looking retainers. So this is for my top teeth, and this is for my bottom teeth, and all they do is literally just slot here. Slot, like I'm talking with a list because it's really difficult to talk with them, but once they're in for quite some time, like you get used to it. It's just like the initial side of things. So like can you see what I'm talking about with my list? Honest to God, I wear these. Okay, I'm gonna say that I don't know why I'm talking so stupid, because usually when I have them in I'm absolutely fine. It's peer pressure of the camera, guys. With my retainers, oh, I forgot one thing as well. I also have a fixed retainer at the back of my teeth. So I'm not going to show you because it's literally right at the back. But essentially what he does is he has fixed this sort of wire on the back of my teeth to keep my front teeth straight and perfectly in line. So that essentially means that my retainer, oh God, I've got lipstick everywhere. So that will mean that essentially I don't need to wear this retainer all of the time. I just need to use it every night. So I sleep in it overnight for the next maybe 6 months. And then you do it every other night. See if you can go to a practice that has a retainer that fits at the back of your mouth, because you don't need to sort of always wear your retainers. Yeah, that was included in the price, and I just thought that was such a genius idea. So yeah, with my retainers, they keep your teeth in sort of line. They keep them in the shape they are in. As soon as you finish treatment, they take molds of your teeth. They then get them sort of developed into a retainer form, which is like this. Now, teeth whitening. I have tried teeth whitening before. But nothing too proper, sort of like the full work. So with my teeth whitening, I have this is my teeth whitening, you guys. So I'm just going to show you guys. These need to go back in the fridge. Actually, they shouldn't really be out. So what I had for my teeth whitening is essentially, with my retainers, when I wear them at night, I use this little syringe to deposit the product from here into my retainers. Put my retainers in, go to sleep, wake up, and my teeth are sparkling white. Now, I was given 3 doses of these syringes. They are not like surgical syringes, don't worry. But it's called SDI, Polar Tooth Whitening System, and it contains 16% carbamide peroxide gel, which is the equivalent to 5.7% hydrogen peroxide. So this is essentially going to bleach the crap out of your teeth. I have used this maybe 3 or 4 times. Like, I have gone through one of these already just to sort of get the base liner, and now I don't use it as much. I use it sort of every so often, essentially, because I don't want them to be exceptionally white. But I don't also want to cause any sort of damage to my teeth. So far, I haven't had any sensitivity with teeth whitening, because apparently your teeth can get very sensitive. It is something that will disappear over time. The only thing that I've had so far are tiny, tiny little white splotches on the front of my teeth. And I was a bit like, oh shit, they're going to be here forever, and it's just not going to look good. But they have faded, and all of my teeth, I just want to get a mirror just so I can see, like all one shade. Now, my teeth will never ever be like so pearly white. Like, they look quite white on camera, I think, but at them they're still quite off-white, I would say. Was my little story of how I sort of got my teeth straight. I've covered price, what happened. I think I've covered everything, you guys. I think, anyway. If you do have any other questions, then please feel free to leave any comments down below, because I will answer them straight away. But yeah, this is just an update on how things are going. If you have watched me for quite some time, you will know that my teeth were just bloody goddamn awful. Like, not really awful, like they could have been worse, but they could have been a lot better. If I could give any of you guys any advice, if you are thinking about having this done, I would just ask yourself, okay, so what am I sort of changing in my life because of my teeth, or what is sort of going on in my life or what are my teeth stopping me from doing? And that goes with everything as well. If there's something you don't like, if you don't like your elbows, how bad is it affecting your life? And if it is, what can be done about it? There's zero shame in sort of changing things, but I'm much happier. If you're considering this as well, I almost 110 million%. You guys will be a lot happier afterwards as well. And just go for it. You can't take money to the grave. Can you take your teeth to the grave? I don't know. I think your teeth stay, don't you? Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.